What if Kai Cenat's success wasn't as organic as it appears? And what if there's a reason his rise feels unusually fast, unusually protected? There's a theory floating around online that sounds wild at first, but the more you look into it, the harder it becomes to ignore. A theory that suggests Kai Cenat could be connected to Diddy in a much deeper way than anyone expects. Before you dismiss it, hear this out. We're living in a time where the walls separating Hollywood and internet fame have basically collapsed. Years ago, celebrities came from movies, music, and television, while social media stars lived in a completely different world. That separation doesn't exist anymore. Today's top streamers aren't just entertainers, they are cultural figures. They pull massive live audiences, influence trends instantly, and move the internet the same way movie stars once moved box offices. And behind many of these creators are experienced industry insiders helping guide their careers. Meanwhile, traditional Hollywood power isn't disappearing, it's adapting. Instead of fighting the digital wave, many influential figures are positioning themselves within it. That's where Kai Cenat enters the conversation. There's no denying Kai's dominance. He's become one of the most watched and talked about streamers on the planet, helping redefine what live entertainment looks like online. But his climb doesn't feel accidental. It feels strategic. Kai Cenat was born on December 16, 2001, in New York City. He grew up in Brooklyn, raised primarily by his mother. Public information about his biological father has always been vague, which by itself isn't unusual, but in this case it matters. Because if you rewind the clock about 9 months before Kai's birth, one major name was very present in New York City. Sean P. Diddy Combs. In early 2001, Diddy was in New York dealing with a high-profile legal situation tied to a Manhattan nightclub incident. He appeared in court that February and was eventually cleared of the charges. The case isn't the point, the timing is. Diddy's lifestyle at the time was well documented. Exclusive parties, non-stop travel, and connections everywhere. It's not unrealistic to think he could have crossed paths with Kai's mother during that period. Then later that year, Kai is born. Maybe it means nothing. Or maybe it means everything. People have also pointed out how similar Kai and Diddy look. Face shape, expressions, even certain mannerisms. Sure, resemblance alone proves nothing, but when paired with everything else, it becomes another piece of the puzzle. Now let's talk about one of the strangest coincidences of all. During Kai's second subathon, the mansion used as the streaming location happened to be right next door to Diddy's Los Angeles estate. Yes, that estate. The same one later connected to major federal investigations. That coincidence alone raised eyebrows across the internet. But then reports surfaced suggesting the neighboring property was being discussed for purchase by Jennifer Lopez, Diddy's former partner from the early 2000s. The idea of an ex choosing to live next door, especially under those circumstances, just adds another layer of weirdness. That house keeps showing up in this story, and it feels important. Now look at the visuals from the subathon itself. Kai kicked things off dressed entirely in white, surrounded by people also wearing white. Soon after, Lil Uzi Vert appeared, again dressed in white. That imagery instantly reminded people of Diddy's famous all-white parties. Events known for exclusivity, elite guest lists, and long-standing rumors that have followed them for years. Whether those rumors are exaggerated or not, the symbolism is impossible to miss. Kai hosting a massive event next door to Diddy's home during a time of intense scrutiny, and echoing that same aesthetic. Then came the Father's Day stream. This moment was presented as Kai meeting his father, but something about it didn't feel genuine. It lacked the emotion you'd expect from such a life-changing encounter. The interaction felt scripted, almost performative. That's when a bigger idea starts to form. What if Kai is intentionally playing into a storyline? What if these moments are meant to keep people speculating? If Kai truly has ties to someone as powerful as Diddy, it could explain a lot. His rapid expansion, his access to celebrities, the scale of his productions, the way opportunities seem to fall into place. It would suggest that beneath the chaos and humor is a carefully constructed pathway, one connecting legacy entertainment power to modern digital influence. There are moments where Kai seems almost self-aware about it, like when he reacts to finding out Diddy follows him on Instagram. The reaction feels dramatic, but also deliberate, like a signal without confirmation. During the subathon, Kai also mentioned the mansion's proximity to Diddy's property, acting surprised. But realistically, that's not the kind of detail that slips through the cracks when planning a record-breaking streaming event. Then there's the clip involving the Miles Morales TikToker entertaining chat while Kai slept. A joke about baby oil followed, ending with the phrase, "You gotta get Did it up." On its own, it could be harmless humor. But given everything else, the location, the timing, the investigation, it doesn't land as random. So what's the takeaway? Whether or not there's a real connection between Kai Cenat and P. Diddy, one truth stands out. The entertainment world has evolved. Streaming is the new television. Subathons are the new events. And influence still flows from the top down. Even in spaces that feel unfiltered and real, there are still forces shaping the narrative behind the scenes. And Kai Cenat may be one of the clearest examples of how old power adapts to a new era. Thanks for watching. Keep questioning everything.